Hey guys, this is Arsenal Giants PS3 and this is episode 9 of our FIFA 13 Be a Pro journey to the Champions League series, and as always I have 4 matches for you in this episode. First off, we do actually have 2 international matches, first one against Norway and then we have Denmark. Then in returning to the league we have Bournemouth, and then following that we have Crawley Town. So quite a few matches, especially those 2 international matches. They are going to be pretty tough, and hopefully we can manage to get those 2 points, those 2 wins in the league, which would propel us up the table. As you can see, we are in 4th place with 71 points, only 11 points off that title place, which is incredible. Really surprised by our great run of form recently. And also in the World Cup qualifiers, England are top with 16 points, 6 points clear of Denmark. But of course, for our first match against Norway, the much easier match of the 2, I'm actually not being selected, I'm not being picked at all, and I do understand that, and it is a simulated 3-0 win against Norway, so very comfortable in the end. Kyle Walker, Rooney and Frank Lampard got the goal. And then of course against Denmark I do start, which is surprising because that's the much harder match and I'm just an unknown 18-year-old, but maybe they think I'm a much better quality player than such players as Michael Carrick or James Milner or something like that, but it doesn't matter anyway. We actually get off to the start here, and I did come in with a few tackles, and this player was actually injured and then made a miraculous recovery actually, which was quite strange. But of course on the attack ourselves, the ball comes in to Rooney, has the header, and it's a good save by Andres Lindegaard. Is Andres Lindegaard still at Man United? I'm not actually too sure. He's probably moved clubs considering he didn't really start too often from my own knowledge, but I received the ball just out of the area and actually scored my first international goal just on the stroke of half time. Very lovely strike actually. Managed to work myself some space to shoot just on the edge of the area and then had the shot. It's a very good shot actually. Goalkeeper couldn't get very far, and this is a great chip through ball to Rooney and his header. How did he get that much power on it? It's totally ridiculous. He actually heads it completely over the bar. It's actually quite incredible. But Denmark in their enormous quality, well I say enormous, they are a very good side. Header there just went wider. Well actually I'm sort of overpraising them. They're not actually that great, but I always like to think that they are. And this is, I was actually slagging off Michael Carrick earlier, but this is a lovely strike from him actually outside the area, just as mine was, but with so much power on the first time hit. And it's a lovely goal actually from Michael Carrick. Very nice goal actually. I was quite surprised. But Rooney on the ball, hitting the edge of the area outside of the boot. That is just taking the piss right there. 3-0 against Denmark, and this is actually a really strong England side. I'm actually really surprised by how strong this England team is, but in the 90th minute obviously my stamina's not holding up too well, and as you can see the ball is going to come into Kvist here. I'm not too sure how to pronounce that. You really have to put emphasis on like Kvist. I'm not actually too sure, but anyway, I was supposed to be marking him and I actually let him go. So that goal was my fault, but it doesn't matter too much. It already was 3-0 at the time, so I got a match rating of 8.7 and I got an assist, 2 key passes, and I did manage to score myself. So some very nice stats there. I also got 90% passing, and I am basking in this English glory, though those words have never been used before with England, so that's quite surprising. But yes, I actually had a very good performance, and in terms of the international stage it's going very well for me. But now returning to our league debut, my league matches. First off against AFC Bournemouth, and Frank said turns the defender, and there was a hint of a penalty there. I could have sworn he got a bit taken out. Maybe it was a clean tackle from behind, but I don't know, you maybe could have called for a penalty there. They actually do manage to get a free kick, Bournemouth, just on the edge of the area, and the kick comes in. It takes a deflection off the wall and nothing comes off the corner actually, so that was a bit of a pointless clip, but to be honest nothing else really happened in the first half. But this is actually a really lovely ball in, and I take it back, it was actually a really well taken header by Walton to make it 1-0. Great cross in actually, and a good header. The defender and the goalkeeper maybe should have had a bit stronger communication. That's probably the reason why they conceded. But this is actually some very nice passing, if I may say so myself. It's quite nice and technical, nice short passes and trying to generate room, and this is a really good header, just went wide of the post from Paul. Actually, it's a bit unfortunate. Sometimes Paul can score some like great quality goals, and then sometimes he just can't score for a huge run of matches, and unfortunately I was actually subbed off. I don't have the clip of that, and really nothing was really happening after I got subbed off. As per usual, I'm not too great with the AI, as I've said on a number of occasions. That was a great turn there from their player Donald, I think. It was a great turn, got the shot off, and it's a very good save by the keeper. There's actually a chance of my own here, and I love the way that Rutherford actually strikes this ball. It is so clinical, but it has so much power and so much accuracy. Goes right into that corner. I just love the way that he hits that. It's a really beautiful finish, and at full time it is 2-0 to us, again on a great run of form, another 3 points. And even though my match rating was 8.0, I actually only got like 14 passes and a single key assist. I really didn't do that much. I was quite surprised by my quite high match rating, but this is actually really surprising. Crawley actually forfeit their match because of injuries and suspension, so we get an automatic 3-0 win. I've never had that on any other FIFA, like the opposite team actually had to forfeit the match. It's just really bizarre. I've never encountered that before, so I mean, I'll take the 3 points of course, but I don't know, it's just a bit strange. I've never had that before. But of course, on to our other match then against Swindon, which was supposed to be Crawley but isn't, and this is just totally out of nowhere. I was just thinking, right, I'm on the edge of the area, I think I'll just have a shot here, see what happens, and because I'm on a great run of form, I just thought I'll just hit it. And it curls perfectly past the keeper into the bottom right hand corner, and it's just like, you know what, I'll give it another try. And I get so unlucky here, comes off the post, and then on the rebound my teammate Paul, I think, just sadly hit it straight at the keeper and couldn't actually get a proper shot on target. But Paul does really well here, takes a deflection off the defender, and unfortunately it doesn't quite come to us as the player was offside. But we've had so many chances against Swindon. Swindon just, I don't know, they weren't really trying. I don't know whether it was because we were on a great run of form. We just had so many shots and so many chances, and it was really easy to play. And I just pick up the ball here and I turn around the defenders really easily, have a shot, and I've scored twice. And it's really, really surprising. I mean, this is just really simple. I mean, I'm actually thinking about turning up from world class to legendary, to be honest, because I know when your team's on a good run of form, things just seem to happen for you, and when your team is on a very bad run of form, things are just so horrible and you can't seem to pick up any points at all. But I seem to be winning so many matches now, and we haven't lost or drawn a match in maybe 3 episodes now, so I'm starting to think that maybe I should turn it up to legendary, try it out and see if not the results become a bit more realistic. But I mean, I'm really enjoying it right now, but maybe you guys aren't enjoying it as much if I'm winning every single match. I mean, it's great that we're now competing for potentially a title spot, but it is a bit unrealistic to be towards the relegation zone at the start of the season and then now competing for the title. But match rating of 9.6, I scored twice and got a lot of passes completed, so that was quite impressive actually. Quite happy with that performance, and a very good performance overall. So looking at my stats at the end of this episode, in 25 appearances I've scored 13 goals and got 8 assists in League One. I'm not counting the other sort of appearances because they don't really count for anything. In the table we are in 4th place with 80 points, now only 9 points off Coventry on top spot, so it's getting very, very competitive at the top now. So anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, if you could leave a thumbs up, that would be greatly appreciated, and let me know if you want me to turn it up to legendary or not. I'd sort of see what you guys want. So anyway guys, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it.